Our meditation today comes from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s book, Strength to Love, in chapter 6. At midnight, colors lose their distinctiveness and become a sullen shade of gray. Moral principles have lost their distinctiveness. For modern man, absolute right and absolute wrong are a matter of what the majority is doing. Right and wrong are relative to likes and dislikes and the customs of a particular community. We have unconsciously applied Einstein's theory of relativity, which properly described the physical universe to the moral and ethical realm. Midnight is the hour when men desperately seek to obey the 11th commandment, thou shalt not get caught. According to the ethic of midnight, the cardinal sin is to be caught, and the cardinal virtue is to get by. It is all right to lie, but one must lie with real finesse.
It's all right to steal if one is so dignified that if caught, the charge becomes embezzlement, not robbery. It is permissible even to hate
if one so dresses his hating in the garments of love, that hating appears to be loving. The Darwinian concept, the survival of the fittest, has been substituted by the philosophy of survival of the slickest. This mentality has brought a tragic breakdown of moral standards, and the midnight of moral degeneration deepens.
You know, it's okay as far as society is concerned that you hate someone as long as you don't hurt someone. You know, and of course we know that's not true, but that's what society teaches us. Survival of the fittest, which isn't the case. We need each other in this society. We all need one another. That's why there are so many people. So don't forget what Dr. King is saying. This is strength to love. It takes a lot. It's not easy, to love somebody that you've been conditioned and taught to hate, but you must do it. Society teaches that we can hate our neighbor as long as we disguise our hatred in the garments of love. Society teaches that I can hate my neighbor as long as I can justify that hatred in my own mind. I can let my neighbors starve when they knock in the midnight hour. Society teaches that love is optional. Neighbors are replaceable and people are expendable. You don't need to help your neighbor as long as you don't hurt them. Society has defined hurt as the causing of bodily injury or to cause pain to or in. Have you ever felt unloved? I have. And from personal experience, I can say that bodily injury feels better and heals much quicker than the wound. It heals much more quickly than a shattered spirit. To be turned away in your time of need or one's most vulnerable moment feels worse than any pain I've experienced. The realization that you don't matter when you know you should often leaves a lifelong scar. One that does not heal as the wound does. One that does not stop bleeding as the busted lip will. Society also teaches that we need government, colossal corporations, and materials to fulfill our destiny. It teaches that no matter how you help your neighbor, you're nothing without the man-made resources we cherish. Money, cars, nice clothes, expensive homes, expensive vehicles. Society places significance on people who live up to society's standards. The youth who was led astray by his environment with dreadlocks, baggy clothes, and untied tennis shoes faces a prison term of no less than 5 years in a maximum security facility for an unarmed robbery of materials valued at less than $5,000. Whereas the stockbroker's embezzlement of hundreds of thousands of dollars may award him 12 months probation. Society teaches us to focus on the individual's actions and not the evil that turned the individual into the thief. Surely the stockbroker realized his actions were illegal and unethical before he committed his crime. Society teaches the survival of the fittest philosophy. God teaches us the survival of the fellow man method. What will you do when your neighbor knocks at midnight for a loaf of bread? What will you do when you see the homeless man eating from the garbage can? What will you do when you see the drug addict so lost in society he can't even stand. How would you feel if society cared so little about you, you became forgotten and reduced to ask for help from someone that you wish loved you?